Hello everybody, welcome back to 2K21. We completed the last challenge. I told you it's not very hard. You could do it without really trying. But we are going to be doing the Marc Gasol 8 blocks challenge. You just need to win the game and get 2 blocks. I need to start reading before I actually start doing challenges. So this is the lineup we're going to be using. It's not a super hot lineup. The only really good player on here is Marc Gasol. And it'll be fun. It'll be easy. Our bench isn't that great. We just have 2 dynamic duos and Jonathan Isaac, who's very good at getting blocks. So, we just gotta hope that our team can get the blocks. We'll have Marc Gasol and we'll try to get him some highlights, which is what we normally do. And then I can also give you the review for him. The team we're going up against is going to be a pretty good team. It's I think it's a classic Trailblazers team. Because I'm not... Yeah, LaMarcus Aldridge is on the Spurs. Keep thinking,
we bring you
no,
tonight into
I don't know if you're tired or
Portland
not.
over the
No.
Burnside Bridge on a gorgeous evening here
Just
in the
not
Pacific
playing for who I would
Northwest.
think it
And
is.
thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you're enjoying your Friday
We're gonna
afternoon.
use their bummy ball,
This is
aren't we?
Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg
Ugh.
Anthony.
Gross.
And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. So the New York starting 5. Here we go. Marc Gasol is out there with Horford.
Batum
Then there's
just
Brown. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Tatum
So
at
in
the
this
small
challenge,
forward.
I don't think will
And
be
for
that
Portland,
hard.
Batum
Like,
and
I don't
Aldridge,
think
the
it's gonna be
duo at
easy.
forward. Damian Lillard out there
But
with
I
Matthews.
think if
And
you
it's Leonard
more or
in
less
the
just
center
watch
position.
the paint
Boy, the
and
confidence
D
of
up everybody
Gasol
pretty
on the
tight
block
so they
is really
want to drive,
impressive to see. I mean, once
you'll
he
get
gets
more
good positioning,
chances to
he
get a
goes
block.
right to
I was going to
New
run
York shooting their first free throw of the
just
contest.
a tall center,
Strange
but
to
then
see
I
Marc
decided
Gasol
against
shooting
it.
from outside. His game break wasn't
Why are they talking about
always
Gasol
like it is
shooting
now.
outside?
I mean, Gasol has
He didn't even
added
shoot
a degree
outside.
to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and
No.
it was an
Pass it
immediate
out.
success.
Pass
He
it out.
became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag
He'll
you to the
drive.
block and just bruise you more than anything else.
That could have been a block.
The
It was
shot
not.
by Batum, no good.
Alright, Shia, let's see what you can do here.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gasol.
No.
His shot is good, making
Just
him
going
a
for a
perfect
lazy
2 for 2
basket.
from
Just
the
go for the
floor.
dunks.
Yeah, just
His highlights I
showing
already
off
know are
that
going to be a
strength
pain in the butt.
in that upper body. Gasol is able to overpower
That's-
the defender inside.
All we got to do is
Lillard
clamp up,
outside.
back up. I think if we just watch...
Back to Leonard. Fires the
No. Unless they start
rebounded by
driving,
New
we ain't
York.
going to get a single block.
three. And now, here's
'Cause
Gilgeous-Alexander.
it is
the fast break
actually
chance.
hard to get blocks
Here's Gasol.
off of a normal jump
Aldridge
shot.
with some nice D.
Because if you're playing defense
And
correctly,
so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for
it'll
Portland.
they'll chuck up
It's
a bad
5-point
shot and you
game.
won't foul.
Deflects the pass. Aldridge dishes to
This
Lillard.
challenge is going to be hard because they're just going to keep shooting. I
First
feel like we're
quarter,
going to get our
1
2
minute and a half
blocks with
in.
1 player on our bench.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Pump.
Here's
Go
Gasol.
with it. That's
And he
easy.
makes that one. Gasol's got 7 points.
I need to score with
And
somebody
he's
else just so he
having
doesn't
quite
get double
the
teamed.
quarter, converting at a really high
Or
percentage.
score with everybody. I think that'd be better.
They need a bucket in a big way here.
Should have
to
ran
gain some
like
confidence.
Conley or somebody.
Back to Matthews.
Now that I know it's Conley and not who I thought it was. It wasn't Kimba.
Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there.
Not happening. We're not getting the block.
Aldridge slams it in.
Matthews
I
has
don't
a
get
nice feel,
why
guys, for when a
they'll
teammate
switch to a
has clean
mismatch
look, gets him
where the
ball.
mismatch they have no chance of guarding.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, grab the
Aldridge
board.
with some nice D.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I think
And here's
Harford has a
Portland,
chance of getting these
trailing
blocks.
by 5.
Just gotta make sure we play
And
good
Lillard
D.
kicks to Matthews.
Yeah, like the mismatch for Jason Tatum on Myers Leonard isn't that bad because of size.
From the top
And
of
we
the
had no
key.
chance.
And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And the lack of
Hopefully
effort
when they
to
bring their
fight
bench in,
over
they'll
the
drive.
screen there
So,
makes that
I will
an
talk
easy
to you
shot.
guys in the
Well, I'm gonna credit
highlights.
the screen. I mean,
and then I'll
that's
talk
a
to you in the last
good,
2.
strong pick he lays there.
And cut
Alright,
into that
let's
lead
talk
a little
about
bit.
this
Yeah, but
Marc
look at
Gasol
the
card.
basket guy
For me,
still shaking.
it's not like he's bad.
I
It's
tell you
just,
what,
he's
he
a card that I
loaded up as
don't
much power
actually
as he
enjoy
could
playing.
behind that two-hander.
Like, can he get you
Yeah,
buckets?
I mean,
Is he
maybe
a
could
good
have
option to
tried
put?
for a more
Like, at
memorable
the
dunk than that
at the
one.
5,
know
yeah,
he's-
he's a great
so
option.
New
He's
York will
decent
take it the
defensively.
other way.
I can't get any blocks with him.
Gasol with it.
The one thing
And
that
Batum
annoys
picks
me the
him up
most about this card isn't his release, which isn't the
Puts it up.
fastest, but you can get shots
There's
off
Marc
with.
Gasol on the assist
It's the
by
fact
Tatum.
that he's not
In at the
a
wall.
flashy
So
card.
that's who
Like,
Terry
there'll be
Stotts
times
starts
when
the
he
second
can
half.
just get a dunk.
Gasol.
But he'll
And
just
a
do a
great assist by
layup,
Gilgeous-Alexander
and
as that one goes points with
he-
the basket
it's
for
like
Leonard.
It's like he's trying to be a point guard trying to get and
They
ones.
double him with Matthews.
You don't
Here's
need to
Gasol.
do that if you just
And
go
Gasol
up
slams it
easy.
in.
It would have been just
New
easier
York
for
leading by
everything.
12.
But there were just times
Here's
where it
Gasol.
would just be annoying, just like that.
On the shot and
If you would have
picks
just
up
went
2
strong
points,
at the
so
hoop, you
one
would have
free
just
throw
dunked
coming
it,
up.
and it wouldn't have been a foul. I mean, it's nice
And
that he
Gilgeous
can get the
Alexander's
and
got the
ones,
ball here
but
for
I
New
don't
York.
want the and ones.
It's a 16
I want
point
dunks.
game. And New York looking
He
into they
doesn't
got
do it for me.
From the basket.
Like, I don't think
Once
he's going for a
inside,
lot, and if you get him for
prepared to
cheap,
throw it
I'm
down
talking
on you.
10,
Then
15. He's a
Gasol with
great
the dunk.
center. Other than
Man,
that,
I've been
leave him alone
impressed.
in the
Matthews.
video. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I wasn't gonna get the blocks because I got no blocks with my
Aldridge kicks
starters.
to Leonard.
I was jumping a lot.
That one a tad
Like,
offline
I
to
got
the
my
right,
first block
but
with John Wall,
drops
so I'm
in
thinking,
full.
alright, I gotta get this next
Yeah,
block
he
with John Wall.
recognized the overcommitment
I got
by
to.
the
He's the only one who's
defense
gotten a
there,
block,
and
so I
made
gotta
a
keep
smart
going to him.
pass to get that ball back outside.
And I couldn't get a block with Gasol because
Portland
every
trails by
time I would
18.
actually get a block, it'd be a foul.
Here's Lillard. Nails it from the high post.
Like, it was
Lillard's
that
got
bad.
13 points here in the
Like, I
second
couldn't
half
do
alone.
anything about it
And
either.
if you look at the stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard is always around the top. He can drain those pull-up jumpers as well
Cross,
as anybody in our league.
Listen.
A three-pointer
Come
is
on
right
now.
on target.
This is not hard.
And New York leads by 19.
This game was
A
actually
huge
pretty
bucket
easy
there
to
strike
play.
the
The
crowd.
blocks were kind of
very
annoying
little to
because
cheer
I
about
got
for them at the moment.
every single block that I got. I did it. It wasn't the computer.
Martin surveying the floor.
Like, and it was
Out of
such a
bounds.
pain
New
in the
York takes
butt,
possession.
too.
An almost
Because
entirely
this
new
team
group
is
here
not a
for
driving
Portland.
team. A driving team, I would have had
Brownie's checked in for
18
Myers Leonard.
blocks.
Jeffries comes in
Currently,
for
I
LaMarcus
only
Aldridge.
have 3.
Smith checked in for Wesley Matthews.
And 2 of them are on the court
And
right now.
Smith subbed in for
Well,
Lillard.
2 of those players
Jamal
that got
Murray is what we call a
those 3
professional
blocks are
scorer,
on the court.
a hired gun.
John Wall with
This
2,
guy
DeMarcus
can
Cousins with
torch
2.
you
I mean, John Wall
because
with
of
1,
that
DeMarcus
shot.
Cousins with 2. DeMarcus Cousins got 2 blocks in the third quarter.
Smith kicks to Barton.
He had no blocks the previous quarters. Mind you that he wasn't playing the
That's a
2.5
floater
he was supposed to be
go.
playing. He was
The
playing
shot, no good.
2.
Nice D from Cousins.
So he had about 6 minutes
Wall
to get
with the
all
drop.
of his blocks,
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
which was
Hard
a
not to appreciate the
absolute
brilliance of Wall. I mean, a
pain. And I
super
don't know if I got
fast,
very
quick
many
player,
highlights for
a guy
Gasol
who runs
because
the offense
he doesn't do
exceedingly
very many
well.
highlight
And
plays.
Portland making a
Can he
change
score?
here.
Yeah.
Matthews is checked in, and so he makes both from the line.
But this challenge, it was, I don't know, it was hard.
44
I
seconds left in
I
the
have
fourth.
specific cards that I would recommend that you use, and I'll tell you
Smith
that
the
once
pass
we
to
finish the
Brown.
game, because these cards will just get easier blocks because of their
Smith
play
against
style,
Wall.
and I have a specific
to
centers that you
Matthews.
should use. I don't think you should use Marc Gasol. Their centers are not very
Down to
good.
5
They're
on the
not high
shot clock.
overall.
Over Murray.
You don't need to run anything crazy.
Here's Brown. Out to Smith.
I'd have cried
Here's
if
the
that
pass
gave
to
him
Smith.
2 blocks also. The Kentucky brothers who are
Now here's Matthews.
on the
It's
now.
good. The assist
I
that
know they
time
keep
from
saying,
Smith.
oh, they should
Remarkable
trade
poise from
DeMarcus
Wesley
Cousins
Matthews.
for
Looks
blah,
like
blah,
he's
blah.
very
No, you
comfortable
shouldn't
shooting.
trade
As
DeMarcus
soon as
Cousins.
that ball
DeMarcus
hits his
Cousins
hand.
wanted to play with John
And
Wall.
Wall
Let him
with
play
the
with
slam.
John Wall. I almost called
And
him
credit
Jamal.
the whole team. It
No,
was
not
a
Murray.
focused,
Don't trade
concerted
that,
effort
man.
to put this
Because they're
one
doing
away.
pretty good.
Yeah,
They're a
what
playoff
time
team
to
currently,
put
I'm
the
pretty
hammer
sure.
down. Any hope of a comeback?
So I'll
Diminished.
show you
So no
the team
problem for New
stats.
York.
We did get the win. Wasn't that hard? Because their defense isn't very pressing. If you're going to score and you don't have a point, like, goal to score for, split up your points. It's easier that way. See DeMarcus Cousins at 2, John Wall had 1. They're both in my bench lineup. You can tell because the 11 and 10. So my points, you got to split them out to make it just easier. They won't double team if you have 2 players with 20 compared to 1 with 40. They will double team you at 20, and then they're going to keep double teaming you even 2 when you get 40. Now, I am going to tell you the cards that I think that you should be running. You need a really good center who can get good blocks. And I recommend this DeAndre Ayton card as my top card that you should use because I can get easy blocks with him off the jump shot. Because of his wingspan just being absolutely nuts, he's a good pick. I would also recommend this Kristaps because for me, he gets really easy, really good blocks. Now for Ruby tier, there's a lot of different cards I would recommend. This Mutombo, not this Hassan Whiteside. I normally miss with him. This Kareem is very good. Not Taco. Sean Bradley just because of height. This Sim Bueller and Taco, both of the Bulls, father and son. Like, those are the cards I would recommend for there. Point guards, there are 2 cards that I would recommend you use. Ruby. LaMelo Ball. There is the diamond, but most people did not go and do it. I know I did, and I kind of want to sell mine for 100K because it's 100K. Height alone, he's 6'7", And I know it says his blocks of 40, but I get blocks with him. There's another card that I recommend. And oh, surprise, surprise. They're brothers. Amy Lonzo Ball, they just came out the pink diamond, so if you can get him, he'll also work. Michael Carter Williams will also work. He's 6'6", he gets blocks for me. These middle positions, it's very hard to say who I would pick for these middle positions just because you're less likely to get a block with them anyways because they don't really score with their small forward or shooting guards. So if it's like, oh, well, who should I use for shooting guard? It doesn't really matter. I would just either run somebody with height or run somebody just with good defense. Like, I would use, like, DeMar DeRozan or, like, Klay Thompson or something. Not because they can get blocks, but just because they can get clamps. And power forwards, they do score with their power forward, and it's different to say who I would recommend because there's not a lot of good power forwards, to be honest. Like, you could use, like, AD or Giannis. They're Amethyst. I would not use these Ruby cards. They're not very good. Like, there's not just... It's different for this side because power forwards are just not as good. I would run preferably a better center who can play power forward. Maybe these new diamond cards for these two would also work pretty good. But that's what I got to say for this video. Tomorrow we will be doing the Steve Francis and the Tom Janovich triple threat. I'm going to show you guys something before I'm done. I'm going to show you the team that I will be running for limited this weekend. This is the team that I'm running, and this is disgusting. Not in a good way, in a bad way. My team should not be this high overall. This week was literally, if you spent money on the game, you can run any team you want. I don't spend a lot of money in the game. I have a lot of original owner cards, but that's from me opening free packs. Like, I wouldn't have this Clay. No, I already bought this Clay card. But I wouldn't have this original owner if I didn't get him from a free pack. I don't remember how I got this. Oh, I remember how I got him because the one season, it just gave you a crap ton of them draft cards. And I ended up getting Glenn Robinson, which I ended up really liking him, and he's a pretty good card. And then reward markets. I don't remember how I got Drew Holiday. He's a very good card. The locker code. Another locker code. Like, I don't have a great team this week because I don't have very many Amy centers. And I want to run Cam Reddish. I mean, I could run somebody else, to be honest. But I'm definitely going to be running Drew Holiday just because of his overall. Gary Payton and Clay just because defense and Clay and Robinson can shoot. So, hopefully I can get my ring this week. I might not. Who knows? So, come back for the next video. Peace.